Hi, welcome to my vlog. This is the last day of my holiday, so I'll be going back to London soon, and I'll still be able to continue making the videos. I'll be catching up on my Taekwondo science, Taekwondo lessons, sparring drills, etc. And I've just released a new series on Taekwondo philosophy, and I plan to release another new series on Hosinsul, which is Taekwondo self-defense. Now, as you can see, I'm covering a broad spectrum because I believe a true practitioner of Taekwondo should do all aspects of Taekwondo. I know some of you may have a speciality, some of you may concentrate on sparring or patterns or special technique, whatever it is, but if you're a proper practitioner, a serious practitioner of Taekwondo, you'll make sure you cover all aspects of Taekwondo. Try not to miss any out, because Taekwondo should be taken as a whole to get the true benefit of Taekwondo. Now, even as a grandmaster, I practice all the aspects of Taekwondo, and luckily, while I've been on holiday, I've managed to go training because there's a dojang nearby. You may have seen my last vlog where I was at the dojang of Alex Naziris, and then we went to break some rocks. So I go there practically every day, and we train for about 2 hours, and we even cover the basics. I think it's important to even practice the basics, doesn't matter what grade you are, because when you're a beginner, you do the basics with a beginner mentality. But when you're more advanced, you should still practice the basics, but then you're approaching it with a different mentality. So you're looking at it in more detail, but it's always important to practice the basics. So let's have a look at the training. So as you can see, I wasn't only training with Alex, some other people trained with us. My son Alex was training there for a month. He came over for a month. And Alex Murusan came over for a while from Romania, and he brought his son Alex. So at one stage I was practicing with Alex, and Alex. You're welcome to come along next summer, come and train with us, but your name's got to be Alex. Now, I hope you enjoyed my vlog, breaking the rocks in the beach. Now, it looks easy, doesn't it, when you're breaking the rocks? If you break, it looks easy, but if you don't, those rocks are quite solid. That was so much fun. I made sure that I brought a rock with me to do my forging. So I've been practicing, and I'm going to keep practicing because I want to break bigger rocks than this. So maybe I'll make another vlog. Now, last vlog, well, not the last vlog, but vlog number 2, I gave you a quiz question. And the question was, when you cross your arms to prepare for a back fist strike, you always start with a striking arm underneath. So in which pattern does the back fist strike start on top? Quite a few of you got that one right. Many of you said none of the patterns. Well, I actually gave you the answer in the question itself. I said you never cross from the top. So that means none of the patterns do. Some of you said Gebektul because of this movement. But some of you, I've actually seen it being done from the top, but actually you should be from underneath when you cross your arms and then do the back fist strike. There is a movement, number 45 and 48 in Mumutul, where you actually start from here, but that's after doing a back fist strike from here, where you start underneath, you do a back fist strike and then another back fist strike. So you're actually starting from here. You're not crossing your arms at all. So if there is any answer, it would be Mumutul. But really, whenever you cross your arms in back fist strike, It's always from underneath, never the top. And here's the question for my next quiz. What's the difference between a flying kick and a jumping kick? Is there a difference? And when do you use the term flying kick and when do you use the term jumping kick? And now question and answer time. I did get a few questions in this time. I got one from Ultra TV. He writes, I have a question. In karate, you twist the hip away from the direction you are blocking in order to wind up your body like a spring to get power in your counter punch. In ITF Taekwondo, you instead twist your hip with the block, and by doing that you get very powerful block. But how do you get power into your counter punch after that, when your body's already facing your opponent straight on after twisting the hip with your block? Also, would it not be better if you did twist your hip away, as in karate, so you don't expose your vital spots? How does this work in ITF? Thanks for that interesting question. So let's go to the dojang to get the answer. Different martial arts have different principles for self-defense. Now, I'm not an expert in other martial arts, so I can only comment on why and how we do things in Taekwondo and not in other martial arts. So when we're doing a low block, as with any other block or attack, we try to get power, and that's why we jerk the hip forward in the direction of the block or attack. So when we're doing a low block, for example, we jerk the hip slightly forward. We don't actually go full facing, so we're not actually square on. That means we don't expose the target like that. So we're half facing, which gives us plenty of room to get power on the punch, like that. So we're getting power on the block because that's our priority. The priority is on defense. We need to block effectively, so you block with power and you focus on that. And then once you've done the block effectively, your options are kept open. Because it's not necessary that you punch after a low block. We might punch, or we might decide to do a front kick or a block or dodge or whatever. The options are kept open. So at the moment of the block, we're just focusing on getting power on that block. Now, we could turn away, but the problem is if we would remain in walking stance like that and turn away, our joints will be in a very awkward position. To do a proper walking stance, your feet have to be like that, and if you turn away, it's very awkward. The only way you could turn away is to actually do a different stance. So we could do that. We could do an L stance where you can turn away a little bit more and then square up a bit more with the punch. So we can turn away, but as we block, we still jerk forward. So if I was going forward in L stance, I'm still jerking forward. It just means I can turn away a little bit more than I could with the walking stance and then jerk forward on the punch as well. Now there are times where we actually move away and go forward, as you suggested, but that's with soft blocks, for example, hooking blocks. So for example, if I'm here, I could move away, which means I can't get into a walking stance and my heels are off the ground. But because it's a soft block, I don't need the stance to get power. I don't need to stabilize myself. So I can move away and then square up at the end. So with soft blocks like that, where power is not important, we can turn away and move in, because we don't need that stance in the middle. And usually that's done in what we call continuous, connecting motion, not continuous, connecting motion. It's all done with one breath, like that, okay? But otherwise, we get power on the block, power on the counter attack. And it can be done fast, like that, okay? So I hope this answers your question. So keep those questions coming in and I'll try and answer them on the next vlog. Now it's getting late, I've got a plane to catch, so I'll catch up with you when I'm back in London. Bye.